All right, guys, so the new AirPods are here and everybody is talking about the live translation feature. Our comments have been blowing up.
Yeah, we got a pretty good laugh out of them, so that inspired today's video.
And right now, everyone thinks salons are cooked.
So the big question is, if you go to the salon and your cuticles are a little bit overgrown or you have a lot of grays in your hair and they're talking about that, will you be able to understand?
Now, based on the way the AirPod Pros 3 work, it shouldn't be able to pick up side conversations, but let's test it out in the real world.
Should see. Let's have some fun.
All right, so here's the thing. Anna's gonna go get her hair done. Ari's gonna hang back with her. She'll have the AirPods on, and we'll see if they pick anything up.
Hopefully they're nice.
Yeah.
Test subject just for you.
We appreciate you.
2 minutes later.
Hey, Ari, what's up?
Yeah, so it's pretty clear this is not going to work.
What?
So we're going to stay a little bit longer and see, but I don't think it's going to work.
Okay, well, there goes that theory, y'all. Them salons are gonna be thriving still. All right, y'all, so as you can tell, Anna got her hair done. So how did it work?
It didn't work. It didn't work at all. We pretty much found that out the very first 5 or 10 minutes we were in there.
Yes.
Anna had them in, and then what were you noticing?
It was first it recognized ambient noise and then asked me to move the phone closer to the source speaking. Obviously I couldn't do that without them knowing I'm trying to record them. And so it was very choppy if it picked up anything at all, just really weird random words.
So even when it was quiet in the salon, because we also tested when it was quiet in the salon, they could be speaking to each other, but it wasn't really picking up full sentences or full statements whatsoever. And then I even took the AirPods myself, sat really, really close to two people who were conversing back and forth, and it couldn't even pick that up either. So it wasn't translating what they were saying in regular conversation. It sounds like you have to be speaking directly to the person, either being right next to them, speaking directly to them, or holding the phone to their mouth for it to pick up the translation.
I'm not too surprised because I know the way these work. So when you're talking and you're having that conversation, these use what they call beamforming microphones. And that means, imagine two lasers just going straight.
Oh.
It might pick up something here and there, but it's not meant to pick up side conversation. And what it actually does when it's in your ears is it'll actually lower the volume of everything else around you and increase the volume and focus on that voice.
Got it.
So you can't even really hear something else happening because it's not trying to do that.
So you're wasting our time, basically. Yeah. Because you
The people wanted to know.
And you got a good hairstyle out of it. So.
Yeah, I'm not mad at it. I'm happy.
All right, so that was a fun test. But now we got to go and try and use these the way they were intended to be used. So I'm going to see how it works for the very first time using my boy Gene. All right, so we're going to be translating French over here. Hey, Gene, we need to talk. Let's see how he reacts to this.
Et Gene, nous devons parler.
All right, man. I know it's the end of the day, but how are you feeling though?
D'accord, mec. Je sais que c'est la fin de la journée, mais comment te sens-tu?
Aujourd'hui, c'est vendredi, en quelque sorte, tu sais, à propos de la semaine pratiquement chargée qu'on a eue. Je suis un peu fatigué, mais je tiens le coup.
I mean, I got what you were trying to say.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Yeah. Listen, I get it. It's September. It is the craziest month of the year for us. But we should be getting a break soon, in January.
Écoutez, je comprends. Nous sommes en septembre. C'est le mois le plus fou de l'année pour nous. Mais nous devrions avoir une pause bientôt. En janvier.
Yeah, that's accurate.
One thing I'm noticing is that when I'm speaking to you, because it's translating by phrase and not the entire thing that I'm saying or in real time, it's breaking it up into these different sentences, and then I have to press play. I think it's meant for people to just kind of read it, but if you want them to just listen, you're gonna have to hit play for each little line, unless you just speak quickly. All right, so the next thing we're gonna test is active noise canceling. Apple says that these are twice as good as the AirPods Pro 2. So I figured, you know what? Why not get some background music, some loud airplane sounds, and see how these do in canceling that out, and do a little comparison to the AirPods Pro 2 and see if it really sounds significantly better. These are our plane sounds. I'm gonna crank it up a bit. That's pretty loud. I can barely hear myself. All right, let me put it in active noise canceling mode. That's crazy. That's kind of wild. Okay, let's try this now with the AirPods Pro 2. No way. Okay, I will say, I'm actually impressed. First, let me be clear. I've never had an issue with active noise canceling with these guys. Like, I'm on a plane, I'm using these for active noise canceling. I'm not complaining, I've got my music going, I'm fine. But when you put these two side by side, you can definitely hear a difference. I was definitely getting less of the noise. I still, like, it's loud, so I'm feeling the vibrations and everything, but I was hearing far less with the AirPods Pro 3 compared to this. Now, I don't know if I would have noticed the sound of the airplane noise while wearing these and listening to my music, but because there's so much less of that noise with these, when I go back to this, I'm hearing that difference. So the improvement is definitely there. I think the new ear tips and just like the algorithm, all that stuff definitely comes into play. This has better passive isolation, which is just like how it blocks off sounds without any active noise canceling. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed. This is legit. And that was really loud too. I wanna try one more thing. I just wanna see how it would work in like a city scenario, like we're outdoors. Wow, this is so loud. Okay, I mean, both of those are really good. I didn't really catch much of the sounds while using the Pro 2s as well, so both are gonna be really good. I wouldn't upgrade to these for the sake of active noise canceling. I think it's one of those, like, I'm glad the improvement is there, but I don't think you upgrade from the Pro 2s, not for active noise canceling, because they're both like really good. Now, there's a new feature that allows you to pause your media while you're falling asleep. It's an iOS 26 thing, so not necessarily only the AirPods Pro 3. I figured why not have fun? Let's test that out. That's a new feature that a lot of people don't have experience with. Let's see how it works. I'm gonna ask Gene to take a little nappy nap. I'm gonna have a little snack set up for him, and we'll see if it works. All right, Gene. I see you working hard, bro. I figured just take a nice little nap for just like a solid 10 minutes or so. Got some cookies, got some warmed up milk. All right, buddy. Got some beats for you to listen to as you sleep. Throw these earbuds in, you know. Go. Let's go upstairs. We'll go in the bedroom set. How great of a boss am I, huh? All right, so we're gonna keep the phone close, and we'll just keep an eye on when it actually pauses.
One eternity later.
I feel terrible waking him up. I'm surprised the music didn't pause. My man is gone. There's that Jamaican food y'all had earlier. Yo. Gene, how's it going?
That's so person.
You good?
Fall asleep.
You actually fell asleep? You're supposed to. You did what you were supposed to do. Good job, bro. This is dedication. When you have a mandate to sleep for the sake of a video and you get it done, makes me proud. So that didn't work with music. I have a sneaky suspicion that it might be like video playback. All right, guys, so I tried the feature at home, watching some anime before I went to bed, and for some reason it didn't pause either. I think I ended up waking up in the middle of one of the episodes and I paused it myself. So I don't know what's going on with that feature. Like I said, it's not AirPods Pro 3 specific, but you know, we're trying out all the new things and for some reason that one doesn't work. And that would actually be a really helpful feature for folks like me who love to fall asleep watching stuff before bed. So I'll have to keep trying that one. Now the AirPods Pro 3 have another really big feature, and that's this little guy right here, and that's the heart rate sensor. So similar to what we saw with the Powerbeats Pro 2, now the AirPods Pro 3 have a heart rate sensor. It's a little bit different from that one, but with this, when you're doing your workouts, you can actually use your iPhone to track things like your heart rate, calories burned, kind of health things you want to see. And now with these heart rate sensors, that means you don't need an Apple Watch to track all of your workouts. you can now use the AirPods Pro 3. And if you use it with something like Apple Fitness Plus, you can actually see your metrics right here in the top left corner. So if you're doing your workout, which I'll do for you guys, you'll actually be able to see it in real time. And I can hear the audio directly in my ears, which is a nice touch too. Oh, we're not doing these yet? Okay, whatever. I don't know, it's broken. I ain't burned not 1 calorie yet. These don't work. Test failed. I see my heart rate going crazy though. It's like it wants to give me that calorie. I saw it jiggle. It went from 0 to 1 for a second. Hold on, why is that calorie thing jumping but not giving me any points? I burned something. Nah. I burned something.
Oh no.
My heart rate is going through the roof. Oh, okay, so I burnt 29 calories.
Oh, nice. That's way more than 1.
I mean, like I said, this is beta software. Once the actual software is released, I'm sure it'll work. Obviously, it tracked it and it was ticking to go up. That looks like just maybe a slight bug with the beta and these that are not officially out. As long as I got my credit somewhere, I know it happened, I feel good. But that's what makes these things special, right? That heart rate monitor. Now, what's cool though, is if I wasn't doing Apple Fitness and I was just doing my own thing, you can actually track all of that right here in this section of Apple Fitness. So you can pick the kind of workout you would do. Like I've got this little treadmill in my office that I, sometimes walk on, and I can just track that here. But with these earbuds, you get this thing called Workout Buddy, which is basically like this AI coach that's giving you like these nice little updates like, oh, you're doing a great job. It's motivating. It'll let you know like, all right, you burned 29 calories earlier today. Maybe you could burn a few more. I don't know. I'm making that up. But it knows your history and it can use that to motivate you. But it's cool. This is another feature that works and works the way I would have expected it to. I just blame that little glitch on it being beta software. Check mark for these, they work. All right, y'all, so those are pretty much all of the new features. We got a lot more to talk about though. But you guys let me know, what do you think about the new features, some of the things that you saw in this video? Let me know with a comment down below what your thoughts are. But stay tuned for the full review where I let you guys know whether or not this is worth picking up and all of its quirks and positives, all the things. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace. We got a lot of things to test and review. This is just the beginning.